Do we have a new destination? We do not. That's terribly depressing. I could go back there and report to Melanie. Scotland Yard seems like a good choice, so I can report to my boss and get yelled at. Ideally, I'd like to go back to the police station and get a gun. I don't think that's going to be a thing, though.
Locked.
Do I really have to call her? I don't see how, because I have no change. Although I suppose I could maybe go to a store and sell this fishing rod for 800 francs, or whatever the conversion is in the local currency.
Halligan, into my office at once!
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
3 counts of theft. 1 count of poisoning someone with ethanol.
Halligan, come on in. I suppose we should be glad that you drop in now and then.
What's the matter, Chief?
You know, Halligan, I was just asking myself what you've been doing.
I've been investigating, Chief.
Well, have you? And do you know what I've been doing? I've been dismissing loads of press people, worried citizens, and politicians from my office. The phone hasn't stopped ringing since this morning. The mayor's been to my office, and I haven't seen much of you. When do you expect to come up with results?
This guy's a goddamn lie. His phone is not being ringing at all.
I'm getting there, Chief, but it takes time.
Takes time. Takes time? Will I ever get to hear anything else from a detective? Where the heck have you been, Halligan?
I was over in the room next door trying to get access to the database, but you won't give me access.
You'll get a report at the end of the week.
The end of the week? Why not at the end of the month or at the end of the year? I want the results on my desk tomorrow morning, Halligan. And now, I want to know where you've been all this time.
You'll find out when you read the report I'm going to write.
Damn.
Don't be impertinent, detective. As your chief, I'm entitled to ask you about the results of investigations and your proceedings whenever I like.
Yes, Chief, of course.
That sounds better. Otherwise, I could have you write a report about every single step of your proceedings, and I think you know that.
Very well, then. I was visiting an expert on druids.
You were what? Halligan, have you lost your marbles? You're not supposed to be indulging in your hobbies. You're supposed to be solving the skeleton murders.
Is that all, Chief?
No, that is not all. One of the phone calls this morning was from the 4th District in Oxford.
Uh-huh. And?
A beggar has been to see them. He claimed that somebody had first put him to sleep and then robbed him. And do you know who that person was? No? A man who calls himself Detective Halligan! Our colleagues looked into the Central Personal Database, and guess what? They found a man by the name of Detective Halligan, and he works for my department. What do you say to that?
I miscounted the amount of theft. I thought it was 3, it's actually 4.
When did you receive the phone call from our colleagues?
Oh, less than half an hour ago. Have you any idea how embarrassed I was about the affair? The colleague I talked to said that the beggar still had some of the substance he'd been knocked out with. Medical alcohol with apple juice.
I didn't forget.
Please tell me you didn't do it.
I had nothing to do with it, Chief. Honestly.
Well, I hope so, for your benefit. From now on, I expect you to start looking into the case at hand.
Chief, the beggar must be mistaken. It's a mix-up.
A mix-up? I hope so. If these accusations turn out to be true, you can spend the rest of your professional life washing police cars.
Okay, Chief. I read you.
Indeed? Excellent, Detective. Then get out and do your job. And Halligan, if I should hear that you are conducting your investigations in any dubious or illegal way, I'll take you off the case immediately.
Understood, Chief.
This game is at its best when everyone is just shitting on the main character.
Chief?
What is it now, Halligan?
Couldn't you think again about the security regulations?
Are you deaf? I said no. Now get out.
Okay, I'm going. Sorry, sir.
Can you turn into an owl? Is he aware that we took his alcohol?
Hey, Halligan. How'd you get on with Miss Turner? Are you going to see her again?
You could say that.
What? Really? Congratulations, mate.
Dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
Could
Dude.
she help you with the bone?
Dude.
I think so. I'm on a new trail.
I see. Sounds mysterious.
It is, Chris, it is. Perhaps I'll tell you when I find out more.
All right, Halligan. Good luck anyway.
Thanks.
Be civil, people.
Are you all right, Halligan? How are you getting on?
Yeah, everything's fine. Thanks.
Are you all right, Halligan? How are you getting on?
Yeah, everything's fine. Thanks.
I don't think she'll have anything new to say.
Hello, Janet. It's me again.
I can see that. What is it? Have you forgotten something again?
I don't know if the game's playing up or not, or if I've forgotten how to play, but I can't click to skip lines of dialogue.
I think that's Janet's coat. Ladies' coats don't suit me. Anyway, it's soaked through from the rain.
Has this place been ransacked? Yes, it has. Oh, we have a message. We have a message. We have 6 messages. At least that's what I think it says.
Brent? Hello? Is that you? It's your mother. You know, I hate these modern talking machines. I haven't heard anything from you for months now, Brent. Is that any way to treat your mother? Aunt Annie's celebrating her 75th birthday at the weekend. We have both been invited. You will come, won't you? Brent? And please, wear something smart. Do me a favor.
Oh, God. That's all I need.
Hey, Mum, have you seen my wallet?
Brent? Aunt?
My answering machine. A perfect way of avoiding unpleasant phone calls.
Okay, so the escape button pushes me through the dialogue.
Hello, sir. This is Al's Pizza Palace. Your account from last quarter has not yet been paid. It amounts to £275.
Is that all?
Please see to it within the next few days, otherwise we will have to stop serving you.
£275? Wow, that's my personal record.
Hello, Mr. Halligan. This is Melanie Turner speaking. I was wondering why I hadn't heard from you, but Mr. Blake just called and told me everything. I'm out and about quite a lot at the moment, and you may have difficulties trying to get me on the phone. But if you need me, just leave a message. See you later.
Are you going to tell me your phone number or anything like that so I can actually leave you a message?
Let me give you some good advice, Detective Halligan. Don't interfere with our affairs. It wouldn't be very healthy.
What? Who was that?
I think that might be something that rhymes with, What rhymes with druid? It could be something that rhymes with fluid.
Let me give you some good advice, Detective Halligan. Don't interfere with our affairs. It wouldn't be very healthy.
Who was that? I don't know the voice.
Halligan? This is Miller. Damn it, where are you? Do I have to speak to this damned answering machine if I want to get hold of you? If by any chance you happen to turn up in this department, I want to see you in my office. Halligan?
Just peeking at the walkthrough while I'm
Halligan?
listening to this.
I'd better leave that here.
Miller speaking. I've had enough. You better come to my office as soon as possible. Did you get that?
The chief. I'm glad I've got that behind me. I'd better leave that here.
All right. Have I learned anything useful? Apart from the fact that we're being followed and the druids apparently know our number? Probably not. Larry, can you turn into an owl?
What is it this time, Halligan?
Have you ever heard of an organization called The Circle?
The Circle? Is that somehow connected to the crop circles?
Okay, forget it, Lowry.
That's a legitimate question, Halligan.
I'd really like to know how a braggart like you managed to get a date with Janet.
Well, you know what, Halligan? Women do like a winner, don't they? Little Janet is no exception. We went to the palace yesterday.
What was showing?
The new Schwarzenegger film.
You know how to handle women, don't you?
Of course. Janet said she found it disgusting, but I know for a fact that she was very keen on it. Women are like that. Do you understand?
Why don't I have a gun so I can shoot you? Or shoot myself and then shoot you?
What amazes me is why a woman like her should find your boring stories about cars, sports, and action films so entertaining.
Halligan, I'm sure you didn't come to tell me that. What do you really want?
Do you know how to operate the copying machine?
Yes, I do.
And will you tell me?
Just guess.
Yes?
Nearly right. No would have been the correct answer, but you nearly got it, old boy.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
I don't think he has anything for us.
What is it this time, Halligan?
Where can I find Detective Stryker?
Stryker? On holiday.
That's old.
Maybe he knows more about the organization called The Circle.
Oh, you're still going on about that, are you? Well, if you want to hear my opinion, Halligan, those strange crop circles were drawn in the fields by a pensioner. By the way, what's that got to do with the skeleton murders?
Dear God, Lowry. Just tell me where I can find Stryker. He still owes me some money.
Somebody owes you money? That makes a change. Usually it's the other way around, because you play cards just as badly as you investigate. Well, tough luck for you, Halligan. Stryker isn't here.
I heard he was suspended.
Well, not exactly suspended. Actually, the chief did advise him to take his annual holiday.
Why?
I don't know. Ask the chief. Anyway, Stryker's on holiday, and that's that.
As a reward for his outstanding achievements in the skeleton murders, I suppose.
Listen, Halligan, your jokes are starting to get on my nerves. I suggest you leave now.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
Apart from the crop circles part, that is all old. We did get told to just ask the chief, but I don't think this is going to work.
Chief?
What is it now, Halligan?
We cannot ask him about Stryker. Alright, let me take a look at the map. Do we have a new place to explore? We do not. Alright, I'm going to take a quick peek at the walkthrough just for an idea. It's telling me that I need certain items and I've not checked that part. We need the box of matches. Okay, we're doing something with the forms, it looks like. Database procurement form. We're getting a sheet of carbon paper. Okay, we're conducting some forgeries. There's possibly something I've missed in here.
The switchboard. We have 4 lines, but Janet's all on her own at the moment. That's what happens during the holidays.
Was that here earlier?
Paper clips. Carbon paper. I'll take that with me. You never know. I might need it. paper clips. An instruction from the chief. It says, Mrs. Browning, there are no exceptions to be made regarding the new safety regulations. I hope I make myself clear. Attach this note to your pinboard and stick to it. Chief Inspector Miller. Now I've got a clipboard with the form for information procurement and a sheet of carbon paper. No, better. No, it won't work like that. No, it won't work. I thought it would. It would have surprised me if it had worked like that. A roll of plastic bags.
I'm not sure what I just used on it.
Now I've got a clipboard with the form for information procurement, the carbon paper, and the form for stationery procurement. But the carbon paper juts out a bit. That will be noticed. Looks like think for. No, it won't. I should think about. That won't. I thought. No, wait. No, not a chance. That won't. I can't. It would have surprised me if it had worked like that.
Okay, we need to cut the carbon paper, but I'm not sure where this puzzle's going.
Hey, I've had enough. Get your paws off my scissors, will you? Hey, I've had enough. Get your paws off my scissors, will you?
We need to negotiate with Lowry.
What is it this time, Halligan?
I know that you'll say no, but I have to ask for your help.
You do actually need help, Halligan. But not from me. Try a social worker. Well?
Do you know how to operate the copying machine?
Yes, I do.
And will you tell me?
Just guess.
No?
Quite.
You're a really nice person, Lowry.
I do my best.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry. This is a copying machine.
Tried to escape out of that. That was weird. I assume what I need to do with this is make a copy of it.
I can't do that. That doesn't work.
Or maybe sign it and transfer the signature from one form to another, but I don't know where this puzzle's going. How this would help me get access to the database.
Now I've got a clipboard with the form for information procurement, the carbon paper, and the form for stationery procurement. But the carbon paper juts out a bit. That will be noticed.
We're going to get her to sign this. She's going to sign the procurement form for stationery, and the signature's going to transfer it onto the form for information procurements. Once again, this seems like a crime.
Hello, Janet. What about my database inquiry now?
I don't like to repeat myself, Brent. Have you not been listening?
Yes, of course I have.
Well, then you know it all, don't you?
Sure.
In that case, see you later, Brent.
Good. See you later, then.
Take your time, Brent.
She's not the one who signs this, the chief is the one who signs this. But we need to sort out the carbon paper first. We need the scissors here. Can I do anything or use anything on you?
I should think about it again. That would be stupid. That would be stupid. It won't work like that. That would be stupid. That doesn't work. That won't feel different with gloves either. Not a good idea. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that. I'd better not light that. I should think about it again.
How are we getting to these scissors?
Nothing's happening. I'd better not light that. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that. That doesn't work. That won't feel different with gloves either. That won't get me any further. I should think up something else. That doesn't work. I'd rather think about it again. That doesn't work. It would have surprised me if it had worked like that.
What is it?
Lowry, about our conversation before.
What?
I've got some questions for you.
My God, Halligan, you just don't get the message, do you? Well, what is it?
Have you got a couple of minutes, Lowry? I'd like to talk to you about a couple of things concerning the last skeleton murder.
I really don't feel like chatting right now. Least of all with you, Halligan. Read the file, it's all in there.
We can't read.
I didn't see any inquiry results from the information department in your file. Is that right?
Of course, thanks to these bloody new security regulations, which were introduced thanks to you, Halligan. If you hadn't gone and put an arrest warrant for Prince Charles in the computer after Princess Di's accident, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Jesus,
an
game.
innocent joke.
Innocent, yeah. In this department, nothing can be done without forms these days. You can't even get a pencil sharpener without written authorization. By the time you got the bloody forms filled in, they're out of date.
And that's why you sent an innocent man to prison?
Innocent? That's what you say. The jury found him guilty. What more do you want?
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Lowry.
Alright, so I've looked at the walkthrough. There's something we can do with the answering machine. I'm not sure why it says 196. Can we look at the phone in here?
Lowry's phone.
What is it this time, Halligan?
Lowry's phone.
I'm not sure why the walkthrough is telling me to input 196. Where's my office?
I'd better leave that here. I'd better leave that here.
Brent? Hello?
My answering machine. I never use the receiver. That thing is just too heavy. Using the loudspeaker is much more comfortable. What's wrong again? No dialing tone.
It's telling me to push that and then 196, but I need to combine this with the answering machine. I get the general gist of what it's asking me to do, but I haven't scrolled down that far in the walkthrough just yet.
Scotland Yard Detective Lowry.
How are we supposed to know that number? Unless it's in the manual, which, I'll be blunt, I doubt.
The show-off always has to bring the latest designer rubbish to the office, as long as it's expensive. Books. He's got Lowry's phone. Lowry's phone.
I can't see the extension from here, though. And his feet are in the way, or his legs are in the way, so that I can't actually see the phone to look at the extension. I can look at those, but that's about it. How do we learn that his extension is 196? I want to find that out before I actually proceed here. I can see what the next step is. But I want to understand how we get his number.
My writing desk. I am definitely the only one who can make head or tail of it.
Looking it up.
My writing desk. I am...
Okay, I'm struggling. You did mention no dial tone, but I don't understand how to get that. Has something changed now?
What is it this time, Halligan?
I know that you'll say no, but I have to ask for your help.
You do actually need help, Halligan, but not from me.
Could I just use your phone?
Haven't you got your own telephone, Halligan?
I just wanted to try something.
And what, if I might ask? Try to get a dialing tone?
That's right.
The chief can explain it to you for certain. Have fun.
Okay.
There's something
What is
there.
it?
I know
You do, but not from...
Could I just...
Haven't you...
I just want...
And what? Try to get a dialing...
Tell me, Larry, what's your extension?
196. You know that.
Yes, right. I just forgotten it. I don't phone you so very often.
Yeah, and that's the way I like it, Halligan. Don't you dare start ringing me up and getting on my nerves.
There's so much about this game that I don't like.
That's right.
The chief can explain it to you for certain. Have fun.
Okay.
I was talking to him earlier, I went through that option and there was nothing about the phone in there. The phone only showed up because we fucked around with it in our office. So what we need to do...
Miller speaking. I've had enough. You better come to my office as soon as possible. Did you get that?
I'd better leave that here.
Halligan? This is Miller. If...
Yeah, this is clever, but it's also very, very tricky at the same time. Like, there's no... I don't want to say there's no indication that you have to get him out of your office, out of his office rather doing this, but it's very obscure. And trying to get his extension is just bizarre.
Scotland Yard Detective Lowry.
Miller speaking. I've had enough. You better come to my office as soon as possible. Did you get that?
Oh, of course, sir. I'm coming. I'm on my way.
Can we add that to the list of crimes? Right, not looked at this part, but I assume we need these. Use it on that.
Now I've got a clipboard with the form for information procurement and the form for stationery procurement. Phew.
Okay, we've stolen the scissors. That's another crime. What's going on in here?
Lowry is in there, rather him than me. Lowry is in there, rather him than me.
Okay, how do I get this thing signed? Can I use this on the photocopier, maybe?
No way. A rubbish bin.
I don't think there's anything we can do in there unless we can talk to her about Larry's situation.
Hello,
No. Maybe we can call him back?
I've already got the scissors. And Lowry has already had enough fun with the boss.
Right, but I need the boss to sign this form. Maybe you can sign it? Stationery?
Are you all right, Halligan?
Yeah.
Just keep that yourself.
Can she sign it, perhaps? It's unlikely. No, we're looking for the chief's signature on the information management form so we can get access to the database. We need the chief to sign this. 100%. This doesn't work.
I'd rather think about it again. Hello, Janet.
Hello and goodbye. Lowry's in here, but... do I have to just leave and come back? Never mind.
Chief?
What is it now, Halligan?
Okay,
I have a form for you to sign.
Chief, I've got an 88M9 order form for stationery here.
For stationery? You need new stationery again? Halligan, you'll lead this department to financial ruin someday. Do you know that?
Yes, sir. No, sir. It's nothing extravagant. I could do with a new pencil sharpener, that's all.
When will you learn to take better care of your things, Halligan? Scotland Yard can't print its own money. Every month, the accounts department gives me a hard time because of the deficit. Our budget for office costs is limited.
I know, Chief, but I'm not able to work without a minimum of stationery. Here, I've prepared this for you. You just need to sign it.
Okay, then. Okay, give it to me.
Once again, we are committing another crime.
But that's the last time, do you understand? You'll have to buy the next sharpener from your own money.
All right, Chief.
Anything else, Detective?
No, that was it.
That's good. You know the way out, don't you, Detective?
Of course, Chief.
So dubious. Do I need to do anything here now?
That's a form for information procurement. Why should I copy that? I can get loads of them from Janet.
I can't look at that.
That's a form for information. These are Lowry's paper scissors. He must be looking for them. These are Lowry's paper scissors. He must be looking for them.
No, he's not laughing.
No, better not.
No?
I can't do that. I can't. That's few. I don't. I thought it won't. I should think it won't work. No, better not. I should. That won't. I'd rather. I can't. That would. I don't want that.
Can I just give the carbon... Well, I assume that Halligan would rip the carbon paper off the thing before he gives the form to Janice. But who knows at this point.
Hello, Janet. What about my database inquiry now?
I don't like to repeat myself.
Yes, of course.
Well,
Sure.
in that...
Good.
Take your...
It's me again, Janet.
Hello, Brent. How's your case going? Have you got any further yet?
Janet, I need a database inquiry. Have you got time?
Of course, Brent. Have you got the form?
Ah,
for
that
me?
is a form.
Yes, it's here.
That wrist.
Good. We'll go ahead then.
I'm looking for information about a group called The Circle.
The Circle. Just a sec. It won't take a moment. Yes, we've got something in the database about them. Let me see. An order of Neo-Druids. Their head office is in London. The head of the group is called Lord Sinclair.
See, that was easy, wasn't it?
Do we know about anyone with a criminal record within the group?
Now, just give me a second, Brent. Somebody once filed a complaint against Lord Sinclair for disturbing the nightly peace.
Is that all?
No, hang on. Oh, some months ago, a gardener was killed on Sinclair's estate. And the murderer was never found. After the murder, Lord Sinclair and his order were under surveillance for some time, but there was nothing conspicuous to be found.
Ah, that's interesting. Anything else?
Well, Sinclair was fined once for hunting without a license. No, nothing else.
Hunting what?
That's enough for now. Could you please give me the address?
There's 234 Winchester Street. That's in the outskirts of the town, a posh area.
We have a new destination.
Good. Thanks a lot, Janet. I have to go.
Okay, Brent. See you later.
I don't know if we could do the print option.
Hello, Janet. How's it going?
Halligan, what's up?
Oh wow, she's actually being friendly now.
Could you please print out the data about the circle?
Yeah, of course. No problem.
Good. Thanks a lot, Janet. I have to go.
Okay, Brent. See you later.
Hello, Janet.
Ah.
How's it going?
Halligan.
Could you print out the data once more?
Well, you've already got one copy. That's enough.
I don't have it yet.
Okay. Thank you anyway, Janet.
Don't mention it, Brent.
That's the printout of the database information on the circle. Lord Sinclair's address is on it as well. 234 Winchester Street.
Alright, making some progress. The walkthrough is helping, but making some progress. Can I give you your scissors back?
I'd rather not cut that. I'd rather not.
Halligan, where are my scissors?
I've no idea. I thought they were on your desk just a minute ago.
Don't lie to me, Halligan. I know you've got them. And what was that business with the chief all about?
I really don't know what you're talking about, Steve.
Let me make myself clear. I hate that kind of thing, Halligan. I've had quite enough trouble with the chief for one day, thank you. Now tell me what it is you want.
Nothing, really.
Then get out! You again? I don't want to see you here again today, Halligan, okay?
I think we're done with him. Halligan's just lying through his teeth. Alright, we have a new destination, I believe. Lord Sinclair.
I should leave a message for Miss Turner.
And how do you expect me to do that?
I should leave a message for Miss Turner.
Is there like a redial number that I can use to dial her back? Because I have no idea what her number is. It was possibly mentioned on the earlier video when I was in the phone booth, but I have no idea what it might be. One moment, so let me check out the... Oh god. That was weird. It might be in the phone booth, but I don't think I can access the phone booth. Never mind. If I go this way and look at the phone book, I don't think this gives me her number though. Unless I commented that it wasn't 555. And now I can't use it at all. Shit. Was I supposed to take a note of that phone number?
Telephone charges of British Telecom, so nobody forgets how expensive it is to use the phone. Let's see if the phone number of the museum is listed in here. Museum, okay. Museum of African Studies, Museum of Ancient History. Here, Anthropological Museum. And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it.
Alright, you know what it is, so that means we can go straight back to the office and leave her a message. I won't have to worry about putting in a number or anything. Fucking game. Alright, how do we leave her a message? Every damn time, I don't know why I think my office is on the left.
Let me give you some good advice, don't it?
I'd better leave that here.
Hello, Mr. Halligan. This is Melanie Turner speaking. I was wondering why I hadn't heard from you, but Mr. Blake just called and told me everything. I'm out and about quite a lot at the moment, and you may have difficulties trying to get me on the phone. But if you need me, just leave a message.
How?
See you later.
I'd better leave that here. I've already got the scissors. And Lowry has already had enough fun with the boss.
Wait, so I can't use the phone?
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You don't hear anything, and nothing happens either. It doesn't work like that. You don't hear anything, and nothing happens either. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You don't hear anything? I've already got the scissors. And Lowry has already had enough fun with the boss.
How do I leave Melanie a
My
message?
answering machine. I'd better leave that here. I'd better leave that here. I'd better leave that here. I'd better leave that. My answering machine. A perfect way of avoiding unpleasant phone calls.
Hello, sir. This is Al's Pizza Palace. Please.
Hello, Mr. Halligan. This is Melanie Turner speaking.
How do we leave her a message? Do I have to use the phone box? If so, that is hilarious. Because I was just there. That is probably the answer, isn't it?
I can't hear any dialing tone. Hey, a phone box, and I don't need a phone card.
I can look at that.
Let's see if the phone number.
I can't skip through any of this. Why are we not hearing a dialing tone?
Museum.
Because I don't have any
Okay.
change. I can pick up the phone, but I can't make a call.
Studies, Museum of Ancient History. Here, Anthropological Museum. And the extension of Professor Turner? It's here. I've got it. I can't hear any dialing.
I can't call her, though. Front door, perhaps?
Locked. Looks like Ms. Turner is out. Think first, Brent. I should think about it again. I'd rather not cut that. That's futile as well. I should think about it again.
Alright, looking at the walkthrough. I don't know what the game is asking me to do. Ooh, okay, that's... Don't know how to feel about that. Hell, I don't even see it here. Chat, do you see a letterbox around here?
The letterbox of the museum. What could I put in there?
We can put this in here.
I should think about it again. I should think about it again.
But we don't want to put this one in here, we want to put the copy. That's not terribly obscure, but I would not have got that. I guess that's why we asked Janet for a second copy. Finally we get to use this.
That's the printout of the database information on the site. I should leave a message for Miss Turner.
I wish that wasn't worded like that. I wish that said... what was it?
I should leave a message for Miss Turner.
I wish it wasn't worded like that. I wish that said I should let Miss Turner know where I'm going. The moment you say leave a message, that implies that you're leaving a voice message. At least that's what I think anyway. If that said I should let Miss Turner know where I'm going, I think that would be much less obscure. I wouldn't have got it, but I would at least accept it much more than I'm accepting this. We need to put this in here.
That'll do it. That should be enough for Miss Turner to find me in case something happens to me.
Exactly. Right. Progress at last.
It's locked. It's locked. A very solid lock. I've no idea how I could open that.
It worked last time. Okay. We can zoom in on this. We can interact with the speaker. Love the way it says Lord Sinclair. Not just Sinclair, Lord Sinclair.
That's futile as well.
Damn it, I thought we were going to commit arson. We've done so many horrible things, we can just add that to the pile. Can I go left here? Yes. Alright, let's use the speaker box before I try stabbing this poor man. He's got gardening shears though, and that makes me think we're going to hack a hole in the fence on the right hand side and crawl through.
Yes? Who's there?
Is that Lord Sinclair?
No, sir. I'm sorry. I am his lordship's butler.
I'd like to talk to Lord Sinclair.
On what matter, may I ask?
The matter is murder.
I beg your pardon, sir?
Murder. I'm investigating in a murder case. Please open the door. I would like to ask Lord Sinclair a few questions.
I'm sorry, sir, but his lordship is not here.
He's totally here.
When is he due back?
Sir, I will not answer that question.
Where is he then?
I would ask you to understand that the nature of my profession prohibits me from answering that question.
If that's the way you want it, all right then. I'll be back. You can be sure of that.
Of course, sir. Thank you for your visit. Have a nice day. Yes? Who's there?
Is that Lord Sinclair?
No, sir. I'm sorry.
I am a salesman and would like to present my collection to you. Would you let me in, please?
I am very sorry, sir, but his lordship does not receive salesmen.
Scotland Yard. Please open the door.
I regret that his lordship does not receive beggars, salesmen, and police officers as a matter of principle, sir.
It's that easy.
Besides, Lord Sinclair is not at home at present.
Oh, really? No beggars and police officers, right? In the name of the law, open the door. Otherwise, I'll kick it down.
Mr. Excuse me, what was your name again?
Halligan. Detective Halligan from Scotland Yard.
Detective Halligan, am I correct in assuming that you do not possess a search warrant?
Well...
Then I would like to remind you that violent and unauthorized intrusion onto the estate can be prosecuted.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess.
If that's the way you want it, all right then. I'll be back. You can be sure of that.
Of course, sir. Thank you for your visit. Have a nice day.
The easiest way inside is going to be to negotiate with the gardener on the left, because trying to get the search warrants out of the chief is... it's not going to happen. We had enough trouble getting the form.
That's the gardener's wheelbarrow.
Can I do anything with the wheelbarrow? No. Is there anything around here?
A lot of cut grass.
Can I set the grass on fire? Oh my god! I was joking about the arson thing. Chief? I think we're going to need to resign after this case. What the fuck? I haven't got that far down the walkthrough, so I'm assuming we just cut through here.
A pair of shears, very solid and very sharp.
And very lethal.
Damn, the shears are broken. A wire fence. Better not touch it. It could be electrified. I bet this Lord Sinclair is prepared for unwelcome visitors.
Damn, okay.
The shears, ruined. I thought it. I don't want. No, there's no point. Not a good idea. That doesn't work.
What about Larry's scissors?
Not a good idea. It won't work. No. Nothing's happening. Now the scissors are broken as well, but the hole should be big enough now. Stop. Wait a minute. The fence is electrified. My gloves. I nicked them out of the exhibit room. That won't get me. It won't work. That's futile as well. I should think about it again. Climb through here? And what if I touch the fence? That's too dangerous.
Then what was the point of this?
It won't work like that. They would have. I don't want. I can't do that. That won't feel different with gloves either. I have to insulate the hole somehow. Think first, Brent. No, there's no point in that. I should think about it again.
Insulating the hole.
That would be stupid.
The bags?
No, I should think up something else.
The case file?
No, it won't work like that. Climb through. I have to insulate the hole somehow.
Okay.
That does. No, not a chance. Not a good idea. No, looks like that won't work. I don't want that. I should think up something else. That won't get me any further.
The scarf would probably be ideal, but it's too thin and too small.
I thought that won't get me. That won't get me any further. That would be stupid. It would have surprised me if it had worked like that. I don't want that. That won't get me any further. No way. Nothing's happening.
Just pour the apple juice on the electrified fence. See what happens.
I thought it. No, not a chance. That won't help either. There's no point.
My other thought at this time is a coat.
Of course, that's no, but not a good idea. No, better not.
Okay, let's back away. Do we have anything else here? Has anything changed on the far side? Or is there still a raging fire over here? Lord Sinclair's butler? There's a fire outside.
Yes?
It's me again. Open the door.
Sir, I don't think that it makes sense to repeat our unpleasant conversation.
Now you listen to me, my friend. You will now immediately...
I don't mean to interrupt you, sir, but if you don't mind, I will ignore your ringing from now on. Have a nice day, sir.
Alright, we're getting nowhere. There's nothing underneath, nothing above, nothing to the side.
It's locked.
That's still very much on fire.
Wheelbarrow.
I take the wheelbarrow.
That's the gardener's wheelbarrow. That's the gardener's wheelbarrow. This villa is really huge. Such a palace. For only one person.
You don't know that? There could be an entire family here.
Of course, there's a fountain as well. That must be standard design for houses like this.
Okay, how do we get through the fence? I've made a hole. But how do I get through? Let me see if I can grab my spare jacket from the office.
That one is wet. Anyway, I'm already wearing a coat.
Wouldn't act as a good insulator, I guess. What about Janet's coat?
Ladies' coats don't suit me. That is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Hello, Mr. No, there is no fire here. That's a fire hose.
Brain not work good.
It's locked.
Have I missed an item, perhaps? Right, taking a peek at the walkthrough. I really didn't think we'd be able to cut through a fence with scissors, for Christ's sakes. Once again, if it were that easy, everything would be so much simpler. Use the gloves. Really? No. That makes no sense, game.
Janet's ugly scarf, wrapped up in a plastic bag.
Why does that make any kind of sense? That makes zero sense. The rest of the hole is not in whatever.
How do you do, Mr. Halligan? How nice of you to visit us.
You know my name?
That animation.
Certainly. Lord Sinclair has been expecting you.
He has? Is that boss of yours some kind of psychic or what?
Why don't you ask him that yourself? Let's go.
That dude is comically large. This is a long animation.
Mr. Halligan, it is a great pleasure to meet you in person at long last.
The pleasure's mine. Would you mind telling your charming pet gorilla here to point his damn pistol somewhere else?
Please forgive us this precautionary measure, Mr. Halligan. I happen to be a distrustful man. Jack.
Lord Sinclair, now that we've met, there are a few questions I'd really like to ask you.
Certainly, certainly. After dinner I will answer any questions you deign to ask me. Until then, please be my guest. Jack, please be good enough to show our guest to his chamber.
You do not seem to be quite aware of the situation you are in, Lord Sinclair. I'm a detective from Scotland Yard. I don't want to have dinner with you. I'm here because of a series of murders.
I think they know all this.
With all due respect, Mr. Halligan, I took you for a wiser man than that. If anyone here is unaware of the situation they are in, you are. I have asked you to be my guest at dinner. Please don't disappoint me by refusing. Otherwise, I will have to ask Jack here to persuade you to stay in his own way.
I understand. I'm to stay here voluntarily. Because if I don't, you'll force me. Is that it?
Jesus Christ.
Settled that. Now, if you would please follow my friend Jack, he will show you to your room. We will discuss everything else in detail later, over dinner.
Let's go.
That dude is whiter than me. Halligan saying, I don't think you understand the situation you're in. Dude, you were at gunpoint a moment ago. Fucking hell.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Locked up in Lord Sinclair's house.
Could be worse. Alright, let's take a look around. Melanie knows where we are, we think.
The door looks really solid. Can't do anything without the key.
We still have all of our inventory items.
You could hurt yourself with those. You could hurt yourself with those. That doesn't work.
Yeah, but I'd like to hurt myself with those, just saying. It means I won't be playing this game. What have we got here? We have a window.
This seems to be the way to the forest behind the house. That could work, but I haven't got a screwdriver. The fittings are screwed on. The handles are locked. Lord Sinclair thinks of everything.
Or, you know, it could just be a standard lockable window.
The fittings are screwed on.
Alright, so if we find ourselves a screwdriver or a 5-cent piece, we might be able to get out of there.
A wardrobe.
Disturbing.
Night has arrived. That's all I needed.
That was bizarre.
That's a nail. That's a nail.
Can I do anything with the nail?
That's the picture with the tasteful motif.
That's not how you spell motif, but whatever. Okay, we have a nail.
That's the picture with the tasteful motif.
I really wish I had a better chance to look at that. It's like the druid was holding up a leg with a chunk taken out of it, and obviously the leg is sort of, yeah. The leg's a bit weird. What am I looking at here? Can look underneath the door.
There's a slit under the door.
I don't suppose the key's in the lock. I've played Alone in the Dark too.
It won't improve if I put this picture next to it. It won't improve if I put this picture next to it. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that.
Like if I... Can I look at the door here?
Dark.
Keyhole is dark. Okay, so...
No way.
Do I still have the matches?
There's no, not a chance.
No, I burned all the matches committing an act of arson outside.
This door looks really solid. Can't do anything without the key. Typical of guest rooms. These pictures are ugly. These pictures these pictures are ugly.
As opposed to the animation that we saw earlier.
A wardrobe.
Can I lockpick this?
No, I would only scratch everything.
Sorry, wrong item. Can I lockpick this?
That's futile as well. A wardrobe.
Can I look outside?
I can feel that something's going on out there. I can feel that something's going on out there.
Either Melanie's coming or some sort of ceremony's going on outside, perhaps. Alright. What do I have?
A wardrobe firmly locked.
I have a wardrobe. Can I use a nail on something here? Yeah, I suppose that makes sense, but stretches the limits of believability, I think.
This is the frame of the picture I took down. That's the canvas I detached from the picture.
Can I slide the canvas under here?
That won't get me in. Can't do anything without the key. That doesn't work.
Can I slide the frame under here?
That doesn't work.
Can I use the frame with anything here?
That's I thought that won't get. That would be stupid. It won't work like that. That doesn't work. That won't. Nothing. That won't. Looks like I can't. It would have. No. I thought. That would be stupid. Looks like I should think. I can't. It won't. That won't get. I should think about it again. That won't. That's futile. Looks like they would have. That won't. Not a good idea. It won't work. That's futile as well.
Hmm.
There's a slit under the door.
That slit makes me think, put something underneath the door, then poke the key out of the keyhole, pull it in, and grab the key. But I'm not seeing it right now.
No, I would only scratch everything.
And what's the problem with that? What else have we got in here?
A wardrobe. Firmly locked.
I assume this is the sort of game where you can't easily get yourself into a fail state. So in other words, to get out of this room, we already have the objects to get out, or everything to get out is inside this room. So there's got to be something super obvious that I'm missing. Like that light switch, for example. Can you switch on the lights, Halligan?
I think there's something in it on the other side.
I can't interact with that light switch. There is a lamp here, which I also cannot interact with.
Firmly locked. A wardrobe.
We have a locked wardrobe.
A wardrobe. Firmly locked. A wardrobe. Firmly locked. No, I would only scratch everything. No, I would only scratch. That could work, but I haven't got a screwdriver.
The key would act as a pretty good screwdriver, I think. The question is, how do I get to it? The wardrobe here worries me.
Firmly locked.
There's got to be a way inside here. But this slit under the door. There's got to be something super obvious here that I'm missing.
No, better not. No way. No way.
The canvas makes me think I should be using this here.
No, I should. No, I don't. That would have
And I
surprised me if
don't
it
know
worked like
why
that.
it's not working. Okay. Taking a peek at the walkthrough. And I do mean a peek. What? You're telling me to use a nail here? I can see this stuff here, and I was wondering what that stuff was, but you're telling me I can use it here? No, I call bullshit on that game. I call complete bullshit on that. Also, where is this going?
What was that? God, somebody's screaming out there in the forest.
No, you're completely wrong. That's the noise inside my brain right now. Nah, I call bullshit on that. We would be able to slide that under the door for sure. Alright, so that's there. Now what I have to do... Oh, so now you can do it even though it's dark. I call bullshit on that.
Here we are, the key.
Alright, so I had the right idea. We had to slide something under there, but we just have to take out 2 tiles to do it. This shit makes no sense.
The key for the door of the tower room in Sinclair's villa.
Okay, that's one way out. I don't suppose this works? No.
What the hell's going on out there? I have to get out of here.
Yeah, run towards the screaming person, Halligan. See how that ends.
This door looks really solid.
We're out. So the reason I had a breakdown a moment ago and talked about a fail state is because Apparently, we were supposed to pick up a piece of wire before going through the fence. The other walkthrough doesn't mention it though, so hopefully we're okay. Hopefully.
A door. No idea where it leads to. A door. It's locked. The key for the door of the tower room in Sinclair's villa. A door. No idea where it leads to. It's locked.
I'm sure if you really tried hard enough, you could wall clip through that door. Okay, stairs going down. More stairs going down.
It's locked. A door. No idea where... A door. A door. It's locked. It's locked.
Getting some Silent Hill 2 vibes out of this. All these locked doors. Thank you. That was weird. Okay, we have the front entrance here.
A suit of armor. Late Middle Ages. Not that I'd know that. It's engraved on the stone plate below.
Can I wear the suit? No. I won't go out there just yet. We might get attacked by dogs. That seems like a really bad choice.
A door. No idea where it leads to. It's locked. There's more. Suit of armor of the Honourable Lord Sinclair, 1473. 1473? Sinclair's family tradition seems to go back a long way.
Yeah, it's probably a forgery. Alright, please ignore the little break there, because I accidentally crashed the game by moving the cursor out of bounds and clicking. Game is a piece of shit. Alright, so let's go this way. Ominous.
A weird picture. Is it supposed to be a storm?
Yeah, that's a pretty accurate depiction of a storm.
No, I would only scratch everything.
As opposed to this.
Looks like that won't work. A weird picture. Is this... Earth and a shovel. An old castle by the sea.
Right, so wind, earth, and then... I don't imagine this is water. It's not an artistic depiction of water, it's just a castle by the sea. In the cliffside. It looks very picturesque. Okay, there's our water.
A torrential river.
So to me, this should be fire. But we heard from Arthur Blake that the druid's description of fire was a bit, weird.
The fire's already burning. Lord Sinclair's guests must be arriving soon. No, better not.
There's a lot of stuff I can look at in here.
What's that? Seems to be a pictogram, but I don't know what it's supposed to mean. What's that? Seems to be a pictogram, but I don't know what it's supposed to mean.
Water or wind? Earth, maybe?
What's that? Seems to be a... Hang on. Haven't I seen this symbol before? It's the same as the one on the amulet of the Lord of the Castle.
Transmutation, or whatever it was.
What's that? Seems to be a pictogram, but I don't know what it's supposed to mean.
for amulets, perhaps?
The dinner table is laid for a dinner for 6 people. The dinner table is laid for a dinner for 6 people.
Those are some large-ass wine decanters. Alright.
Hey, what the...
Look at that run. I got nothing. They were stripping his leg apart. That's screaming, honestly. What the hell?
Mr. Halligan, I don't believe I have introduced you to the gentlemen of my club yet. This is General Myers of the British Army. Next to him is Bishop Stevenson. The Earl of Sutcliffe, one of the Queen's closest advisors. And the gentleman sitting beside you is Mr. Smothers of the Worldwide Foods Corporation. I'm sure you're curious to learn what our club is all about. But I would suggest you have a bite to eat first. You look pale. You see, Mr. Halligan, you must know we have been following your investigations into these, shall we say, deaths in London for some time. I expect your experience in the park will have convinced you that we are, to a certain degree, responsible for these incidents. As you may have noticed, the meat we are eating at this meal has a rather unique flavor.
Jesus, man.
It is human flesh, Mr. Halligan. This flesh is the source of life force. It grants us strength and power. You will soon discover the incomparable feeling of power for yourself. It will be grander than any feeling you have ever felt. Very soon now, when the day of the ritual's completion has come, our power will be perfect.
And he's just
then
eating
it will
it.
be time for the curse that will put an end to the wretched hustle and bustle of this world and make room for something grand and new, a world ruled by druids. I must admit your investigations had us worried for a moment, Mr. Halligan. We had even made plans to put a stop to them by arranging a little action. But you are a very lucky man. You will witness the great day yourself, and you will be there on the right side. For by eating this flesh, you have become one of us. Welcome to the circle, Mr. Halligan.
And we're just doing this. What the hell is this game? And they just let us in like that? No, I don't buy that for a second. Halligan is their next sacrifice. Who did they kill? Just some rando?